Hello friends, and welcome to Woodshed Theory. Today we're going to be talking about executive dysfunction and autism, so please stick around and hear me out. Hi all! I have been kind of struggling to get a lot of things done recently. It is really difficult for me to maintain some semblance of routine and self-care in my everyday life. So I thought it would be a good time to talk about something that many autistic people struggle with, and that is executive dysfunction. Well, you may have heard that sometimes autistic people have been deemed lazy or clueless even. It may seem in general like autistic people don't ever want to get things done or don't seem to understand if things need to be done. This isn't altogether true, and I wanted to explain why. I myself have fallen under the scrutiny of these stereotypes because of my autism, and pre-diagnosis, I would really hold myself accountable for these kinds of labels because I really did feel like I was trying not to be lazy and I was trying not to be clueless about what was going on. And I have since learned it really comes down to a communication breakdown between autistics and neurotypicals, and also a difference in how we view the world and what motivates us as humanoids. So what is executive dysfunction? Well, it is when your executive functions are not functioning correctly. Executive functions are the functions or behaviors and habits that let us function in society. At its core, it is our ability to look at a situation, determine what needs to happen in that situation, and then do that action or thing in that moment. This can be surrounding things like hygiene, taking a bath or a shower, hand washing, grooming, doing laundry, putting things away after you take them out, scheduling appointments, paying bills, doing dishes, cooking, like basically anything that has to do with taking care of oneself. In a social situation, it can mean that you know what's expected of you within that group context. Like if you were going camping with a group of people, you would start setting up the tent right away because you know it needs to go up and it is your role somehow. An autistic person might not know that. So an executive dysfunction would mean that these things are not getting done. In an autistic brain and in some other disorders like ADHD, you do perhaps know that these things need to get done, and you might even plan to do them, but then just not do them. This is because our brains struggle to go through the identify the need, accomplish the task line of thinking needed to accomplish the actual task. For example, you may think that you need to shower or even need to shower and then not take a shower. One of the reasons that I wanted to talk about this is because autistic people do care about these things, at least at a base level. It's not like we don't want to function like others and take care of ourselves. Because of executive functioning issues, you do see many autistic people requiring some aid to get through their daily lives. This can be at all ends of the spectrum. So either someone needs full-time care or someone might need some part-time support like a housekeeper to check in on them and see how they're doing and see if they're maintaining their executive functioning. For me, how I get around this issue, my salvation has really come in the form of list making. It's always what's been working for me. I have read in several resources that autistics thrive on a schedule. It points us in the direction that we are supposed to go and gives us the start that we need. It can be difficult for us, however, if the schedule is changed without notice, because we also hate change. So it's important to find a balance. For me, I find writing out a list and knowing in general that it's what I do need to accomplish for the day, but in no particular order, that's what works for me best. Pre-diagnosis, I would still write out a list for myself because I felt that it helped me, but I would not be able to continue with the list unless it was done perfectly and in the order that I saw fit. So if that order changed or my expectation of the day would change, I would suddenly feel stuck and unable to proceed with what was on my list or on my schedule. This is just another effect of executive dysfunctioning. I now understand that this sense of perfectionism does not actually serve me, and I've adopted more of a just get it done or do what you can mentality. I now find that I don't have as many perfect days where everything gets done to the exact schedule and precision that I had wanted it done in the first place. But those days were so few and far between that it left me getting less done. So instead of waking up 30 minutes late thinking that wasn't how my schedule was supposed to go, oh well, I guess it's gonna happen tomorrow. Now I don't let that ruin my entire day, and I just get down a list of things I need to get done during the day without a schedule, and I just try and get it done to the best of my ability. And if not everything on the list gets done, at least I'm working on tasks every day. It doesn't matter if it's in a specific order, is what I'm saying. So what about you? I know that a lot of autistics struggle with executive functioning. What do you find works for you with your struggle with executive functioning? I know that for me, it's kind of always writing out what I need to do first so that I have something to point me in the right direction. Are you an autistic person that doesn't deal with executive functioning issues? Because I have yet to meet one, and I'm sure you're out there, so help me out. And what do you find helps the most with your executive functioning? Is it scheduling? Is it list making? Is it something else? I'd love to know. And comment down below. I'd love to start a conversation. I hope that you have a great day and that you use this as motivation to get some things done this week. I might start with maybe getting my bed made and maybe putting makeup on. Those things probably won't happen because it's a weekend, but I'll just put it out there as a goal, and I will talk to you later. Bye.